Get a £5 free bet every week with Offer Club from William Hill. Simply stake a total of £20 or more across the week on pre-match football accumulators with 4 or more selections, and you'll get a £5 free bet on the Friday. Join William Hill Offer Club on mobile or online now.
Okay, we're here with Andy Lee at the National Stadium in Dublin after Eric Donovan wins by a second round stoppage. Andy, you were working the corner, you wrapped his hands. What do you think of his performance there tonight?
A big improvement since his debut, very impressive, punched hard. We just went straight to work. Yeah, on paper it was a tricky opponent, a very experienced opponent, over 30-something fights, so it was an impressive win to get the stoppage and hurt him several times in the first round and then finally stopped in the second. I was very impressed.
And the different position for you, usually in the ring, looking out, not looking in. How's it? Is that something you'd probably look to continue in the future, or when your career is over at some stage?
I don't know. I'm not sure. He asked me to give him a hand, to wrap his hands, and just to be in there. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Very nerve-wracking though, being on that side.
Different lack of control, is it, or?
Yeah, a lot of responsibility. Yeah. And just making sure you're doing everything right, you know.
So we haven't seen you out since Manchester against Billy Joe. What have you got in store?
No, there was a couple of looked like I could have fought again a couple of times this year, but it never materialised. Those would have been big fights, significant fights. So a little bit disappointed about that, but also in another way I'm not, because I needed a rest from the game. I was been pro over 10 years, and especially since joining Adam Booth, it's been very intense, very hard regime training wise, and my fights were all very tough fights, top level fights. So I consciously took a rest from it. It looked like I could have fought December 10th.
Who would that have been against? What was the thinking behind that?
It would have been. Initially, it was just to get me out and have a fight.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to fight just a run-of-the-mill fight.
Yeah.
So they talked about fighting Hoggy Sebastian Highland, who's WBC #1 contender.
Beat Macklin in Dublin.
He's a very good fighter. And I thought that's a good fight. I'd go for that.
Yeah. And then what would that have been like?
In Madison Square Garden, in the card of Golovkin versus Jacobs. But as you know, they didn't reach an agreement.
Yeah.
And just waiting to see if the date gets set, if the fight can be put on again. That was just preliminary. There was nothing official said. But at this stage in my career, it has to be a big fight to entice me back to fight again. I've achieved everything I wanted in the game.
World champion.
Yeah. And quite happy in my life. And I love boxing. I'm still young, 32.
Yeah.
And while I can still fight, I want to fight.
Yeah.
But it has to be the right fights.
Yeah.
And we'll see. I'm not going to come back just to knock over a few bums. I'm going to come back.
You could knock it on the head potentially if the right opportunity doesn't come your way. Is that what you're saying?
If in 6 months' time the right fight doesn't come, I'd probably have to think about it. Yeah. I don't. Like, I have nothing left to achieve or to prove to myself or to anybody.
Yeah.
But like I said, it would be nice to get one more run at the title, win it back, and go out right off into the sunshine.
But if you want it back, that wouldn't be your last fight again.
No, we never know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. So, would it be against Highland you fought again, or would it just that was just more of a speculative?
Yeah, speculative fight. I don't know. I'm willing to fight anybody. If Jacobs and Golovkin do reach an agreement, it's very possible that I can fight Highland. If they don't reach an agreement to fight, I'll be happy to step in and fight one of them. Yeah. That's the type of fight I'm looking at. I'd love a rematch with Billy Joe Saunders, because I don't see it ever happening. That's it. I want to fight the top guys.
Listen, thanks very much for talking to us. Great work in the corner tonight.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll see you again soon.
Team Lily White Lightning.